Okay, so here in Michiana, we avoided the snow thanks to our more northern latitude, but we aren't avoiding the brutal face-freezing cold, right, Andrew?
That's right. It is cold out there, George, but not frigid cold. We have no sub-zero wind chills out there, but certainly we're looking at temperatures below freezing for everyone. And in fact, we've been below freezing since late last week. A live look across Michiana, though, and there are hints that Mother Nature is trying to tease us with maybe a few minutes of some sunshine before we see that sun setting here on this Monday. But again, it is cold out there. Wind chills right now around 10 to 20 degrees. Want to take a look, though, down across central and southern Indiana. Just look at how much snow fell across these locations. Indianapolis, in fact, had their highest snowfall since 2021, coming in at 7.8 inches of snow. Higher amounts on the southern side of Indy, down across southern Indiana, where, of course, Evansville and far southern Indiana had a downright ice storm. In fact, a lot of locations down there, unfortunately, still without power. Here at home, we didn't get much snow, but as we first alerted to since last week, areas along and south of US 30 would have some very light snow, and this is what did shape here. Warsaw had 2.5 inches of snow, Twin Lakes 1.1, had a measurement come in from around Plymouth of around 1 inch. And again, if you were north of US 30, absolutely nothing, not even a snowflake taking flight. A live look at First Alert Weather Radar. Everyone is quiet out there right now, but what we are watching is some very light lake effect snow bands setting up from Chicago down around Gary. And as we head on into tonight and into tomorrow, we're very slowly going to see this wind turning more to the north and west. And as that does, we're going to watch for some very light lake effect snow showers to come into play starting tomorrow, lasting into Wednesday. Helping you plan this out hour by hour with First Alert Weather Future Track. Pretty quiet here at home for the rest of this Monday, but as we transition on over into Tuesday, we are going to watch for some scattered flurries all day long. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to impact any type of roads or visibility. Just at times, some scattered snowflakes taking flight into the sky for tomorrow. But what I do want to first alert to is what happens Wednesday. A little bit stronger northwest wind comes into play for midweek for Wednesday, and a little bit bigger push as some colder air moves on in for Wednesday. And what that'll do, that'll increase the chance where we see some of these darker blues, some lake effect snow showers will take flight mainly from South Bend, Elkhart northward up into southwestern Michigan all the into Wednesday night. And that's where we could be looking at a quick dusting, maybe upwards of 2 inches of snow headed our way for midweek. So something we will continue to watch here in First Alert Weather. Don't think anything too crazy, but enough certainly to not only coat the ground white, but also cause some slick and snow covered roadways where we do get 1 to 2 inches of light lake effect snow showers for Wednesday. Then our next First Alert is a very big system that looks to develop down around Texas. And in fact, Thursday from Wichita, Kansas, Oklahoma City down towards Dallas, Texas, they're going to be looking at heavy snow, sleet, and even some freezing rain. And right now it looks like the bulk of this system likely going to just miss Michiana off to our south. In fact, likely just missing southern Indiana, but we are still in that window as we are still about 3-4 days away from this system where things certainly still could change. But right now here in Michiana, looking at very light snow to end out this week, Friday and Saturday. Something we'll continue to first alert to here in the weather department. But again, likely, unfortunately, for those wanting a good old-fashioned Michiana winter storm, this one looks to miss us as well.
So, and you and I were talking about this in the commercial break. When we miss a couple of these snowstorms, does that set up a trend?
Yeah, it starts to set up a trend. And February, out of the winter months, December, January, February's typically are less snowy of the winter months. Yeah. So something we're going to keep watching here in First Alert Weather. And as the cold days start to stack up as well, we'll start to increase the ice potential on Lake Michigan. And if we get enough of that ice on Lake Michigan, that of course shuts down the lake effect snowfall machine. And without these winter storms setting up, again, that lessens the chances here for snow.
All right. I'm not going to complain about that. Thank you.